Hobby Quick Hits. Delivering that breaking hobby news directly to your earlobes. You want to know those hot drops from the card shop? We've got you covered. With your host, John Newman.
Hello everyone, welcome to episode 167 of Hobby Quick Hits. I'm John Newman. Today we go back to a Legends of the Past series. Haven't done one in a while. It's time. Frankly, the gentleman that highlighted on this episode should have been done very early when we started doing these. And I don't know why I didn't. I don't have a good excuse. So shame on me. But here he is today, Berger. And if you know anything about the history of Topps, the survival of Topps, this man should get a lot of credit for him. And, when I think of guys I sort of look up to in the hobby, this man epitomized that. And obviously no longer with us, but very important. Even in recent years, worked with Topps for a long time. So many of you might know some of his history, but I'll try to fill in some of the blanks and do him justice on this episode.
Okay, now a quick word from our great sponsor, followed by the new product release schedule. Then we'll go around the Hobbyverse to tell you all the latest hobby happenings and news. Then we'll tackle today's topic of discussion.
Hi, this is Pat Hughes, Cubs announcer, coming to you from the Sports Card Shop in beautiful New Buffalo, Michigan. The Gocher family has built an incredible place here for collectors to buy, sell, and trade cards and memorabilia. Be sure to stop by and let them show you around. TheSportsCardShop.com, connecting sports, athletes, the hobby, and collectors around the world.
Hi. This is Alan Pinkett, and I'm here to tell you the Gocher family has done it again. They've just opened up the Sport Card Shop in downtown Valparaiso, Indiana, and it is awesome. If you're a collector, you need to check this place out. Tell them Alan sent you and get a free gift on your first visit.
Let's check out this week's Hobby Wax releases. Take it away, Owen.
Hey guys, it's Owen from the Sports Card Shop. Let's go over the week releases. On the 6th, we have Panini 1-in-1 Basketball, Topps Deceptions Baseball, and moving to the 12th, we have Bowman Draft Baseball, Panini Immaculate Basketball, Topps Heritage High Number Baseball, and on the 15th, we have Panini Donruss Football Factory Set, Topps Chrome Black Baseball. And that would be it, guys. See you guys later.
Let's go round the Hobbyverse and catch up on this week's hobby news.
And find out. All right, not a crazy big news story week. eBay and ComC, which already have a relationship, announced that eBay is going to put more money into ComC. In a partnership agreement. That funds are going to be used to upgrade ComC's website and their infrastructure. Can't talk today. So that's been announced between eBay and ComC. Upper Deck has announced a basketball exclusive memorabilia deal with De'Aaron Fox of the Sacramento Kings for autographs and memorabilia. And they also inked the number one women's tennis player in the world, Iga Swiatek, and that's a cards and autos deal. Both deals are not explicit years, but multi-year, so it's not a one-year deal, will be multi-year deal. This is not breaking brand news, but I don't think we reported it because we do these every other week, but Collectible X, which is Brandon Steiner, show alumni's company, has purchased Star Stock. We all know Star Stock was kind of hurting, and Brandon Steiner's company purchased them and will integrate them into their existing platform. Sellers rejoice. The IRS has announced a delay on the 1099K reporting by selling platforms at the $600 level. The earliest you're going to probably see that is 2025, but in 2024, the level will be $5K. So if you sell more than $5,000 worth of cards on a platform, those platforms are required to submit a 1099K on your behalf, saying that that was a form of income for you. So that $600 lower level, you've gotten a reprieve on. At the time of this recording, there's exactly 3 days left at Robert Edward Auctions for the 1914 Baltimore News Babe Ruth. Let's check in and see what the bid is up to.
Maybe you'd like to hear some drums. Roll it! Do it! Oh, please!
$5,750,000 with 3 days left to go. That's the news.
And now, our featured presentation.
Today we're going to talk about somebody who would be on my Mount Rushmore of the hobby. He was born on July 12, 1923. He passed away at the age of 91 on December 14th, 2014. He's nicknamed the father of modern-day baseball cards. And much of what he's done is still important today. I'm talking none other than Berger of Topps fame. He worked for Topps for over 50 years. He started in 1947. And retired in 1997. He's known as the co-designer of the 1952 Topps set. We know, how iconic that set is, and some cards in the set was, that set is called advanced for its time. A little bit about Cy himself. He was born in Manhattan. He collected Gaudy cards as a kid, played stickball in the street, and frequented as a kid Yankee Stadium and Polo Grounds for Yankees and New York Giants games. He served in the Army Air Forces in World War II. He graduated from Bucknell University, where he met Joel Shorin. Joel Shorin is the son of Topps founder Philip Shorin. And soon he started at Topps as a temp employee. He was working at various jobs, including, retail. And then through Joel, Topps hired him as a temp employee. His first day at Topps was the first day they produced gum, Bazooka to be exact. In autumn of 1951, along with Woody Gelman, he started to design the 1952 Topps set. That design took place on a kitchen table on Alabama Ave in Brooklyn, New York. In 1960, Topps' warehouse space was getting tight. They needed to free up some space. They loaded three garbage trucks worth of 1952 Topps cards and cases onto a barge, a freighter ship, and went out a few miles into the Atlantic and dumped overboard all those cases and cards. It's like the Boston Tea Party, but I like to call it the New York City Topps Party. Never to be seen again. He became the face of Topps and negotiated deals with players, especially key in the battle with Bowman. When Bowman and Topps were going at it, it was a race to sign all those star players. But through his previous relationships, it gave Cy Berger an advantage. And most people will tell you that Topps won that, card wars, bubblegum card wars, because of Cy Berger's experience and him being with Topps. Other than that, Topps would have probably been in trouble. And he maintained those relationships for years to come. He even negotiated the Topps Beetle deal in 1964 and closed the deal by talking Yiddish to Beatles manager Brian Epstein, who obviously was Jewish. So he helped land the Topps Beatles deal in 1964. And he became an expert deal maker and negotiated deals with the NFL, NHL, NBA, Michael Jackson, the Beatles, like I said, and others. And he traveled, around to make deals happen. He was always at spring training, had a media pass, and was always on the field talking to players, and became a very likable person. Many players invited him to private events and became more like family than a business associate. Players did love him and became very close, in particular to Willie Mays. He came to the locker room with cards and gum for all the players, probably another reason he was very popular. Many of the contracts in the early days for players were $5 to sign and $125 if they made the major league level. A little bit different than today, obviously. And people wanted him to do a book, a tell-all book, because he got to know the players so well, and he wouldn't do it. He refused. Didn't want to, burn that trust. And another reason why many of the players appreciate him, that if he didn't, report or write a book about everything he saw behind the scenes, protected their privacy, and went about his business, and lived a long life, passing away in December 14th, 2014. Was very active still in the hobby, even, until his final days. And some other accolades I'd like to mention: he was a member of SABR since 1978, so very early on. In 1988, he was honored by the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, and in 2012, he was inducted into the Jewish Hall of Fame. There'll never be another Cy Berger. He was one of a kind, and very, very important, in my opinion, to the hobby then and even to the hobby today.
All right, thank you for listening to another episode of Hobby Quick Hits. Want to give out our social media, starting with our website, which is www.sportscardnationpodcast.com. Facebook, you can follow us at www.facebook.com/sportscardnationpodcast/. Twitter, we are at sportscardnati1, so it's sportscard NATI1. Instagram at sportscardnationpodcast, or you can email the show hobbyquickhits@gmail.com. Again, thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.